It was past midnight when I sat down at the computer. The house was quiet, eerily so. I couldn't sleep. Not because of stress or restlessness, but because I had a feeling. The cameras were new. A precaution, I had told her. We'd had a break-in scare 2 blocks over, and she had nodded absent-mindedly, flipping through her phone. She didn't ask where I put them. She didn't care. She should have. I clicked through the feeds, past the usual still frames of empty rooms. Then I reached the guest room, and suddenly my heart didn't just sink. It went dead. There she was. My wife and him. He wasn't just some stranger. He was my friend. The best man at our wedding. The guy who had held my shoulder at my father's funeral. He knew where the cameras were. I hadn't told her, but he knew. And yet there they were, comfortable, practiced, like it wasn't their first time. My hand didn't shake. I had expected it to. Instead, a kind of clarity settled in. Cold. Focused. Like watching a storm roll in over the sea, knowing you'd already boarded up the windows. That's when the first thread of a plan stitched itself into place. Her name is Emily. We met in college. I had nothing, used books, worn shoes, night shifts. She had charm, laughter, dreams. She said she loved how I listened, how I never raised my voice. I thought we were building something sacred. 10 years. A mortgage. A dog. Talk of children. Every decision wrapped around us. And all the while, she had been unraveling the threads with him. That's what made it hurt. Not the sex. It was the choreography of deception, the shared looks at dinner, the excuses, the hollow kisses. She had burned everything we built, brick by brick, without even looking back. But I did. The next day, I kissed her goodbye like nothing had happened. I packed her lunch and left a note, "Love you." Then I drove to work, parked 2 blocks away, sat in my car, and started drafting the blueprints. I copied the footage to an encrypted drive. Every kiss, every touch. I gathered phone records, pulled cloud backups, old texts. I watched the patterns. She thought she was clever, using book club as her alibi. Funny how liars always get lazy. I updated the will quietly. Shifted assets to a separate trust. Closed our joint account, citing suspicious activity. Moved her name off the house legally through a quiet property reassignment clause she had signed without reading. I told her it was mortgage refinancing paperwork. She didn't even blink. I called a lawyer, then a second one, then a private investigator. It took 6 weeks. 6 weeks of smiles, sex, and shared dinners. I kissed her with the taste of ash in my mouth. I touched her like a ghost. I counted the days. Every lie she told me was a rope. She thought she was tying me down. She didn't realize she was tying the noose. Then came the night. A Friday. I made dinner, her favorite. Set the table. Candlelight. Soft music. She walked in, surprised. She played the role. I let her. We talked about vacations. She said, maybe Greece. I said, maybe sooner. I poured the wine. She sipped, smiling. Then I asked, how long has it been going on? Her smile twitched. What? I nodded toward the laptop on the counter. Already queued. Guest room. 6 weeks ago. Her face drained as the video began to play. No sound, just the two of them, tangled, familiar. She reached for the pause button. I let her. I waited longer than I should have. She stammered. She cried. She said it was a mistake. Said it didn't mean anything. Said he meant nothing. I didn't raise my voice. Instead, I slid an envelope across the table. Divorce papers, already signed. Her name was on every page, copied from old signatures. Not forgery, she had signed blank ones before. She never read them. Trust, she called it. This time, it bit back. The envelope also held photos. Her. Him. Hotel receipts. Text printouts. Enough to scorch her in court. But I wasn't done. I stood, walked to the door, and opened it. He was standing there. I told you dinner was at 7, I said. Didn't tell you she'd be joining me. His face, smug at first, collapsed when he saw the laptop screen. The footage. My calm. I hope you two are happy, I said. Because now you only have each other. She lunged for me, pleading, begging. I stepped back. It's all legal, I said. The house is mine. The accounts are locked. And in case you're wondering, the dog is staying with me. She left in tears. He followed silently, like a kicked dog. 2 months later, I heard she was living in a one-bedroom apartment above a laundromat. He had left town. Couldn't get work. Turns out someone forwarded a few things to HR. Not illegal, just informative. Revenge doesn't need screaming. It needs silence, patience, precision. She broke something sacred. So I dismantled her illusion one quiet move at a time. She thought she'd won, but I was never playing her game. I was building my own. And now she's not in it. Not anymore.